Alberta. Brett Harris out of Edmonton again in the east lane.
You know, back then, of course, they didn't have wings either.
No.
The wing is a nice stabilizing accoutrement to that release. Here we go.
You'll hear the RPMs come up. And away. Saskatchewan. Sherry Bondarchuk. She'll be in the Napa lane. Chevrolet, look at that. He found one under an apple tree, believe it. They beat this car last year. So we got Cal Tebb in the Napa lane, Tony Kupras in the east lane.
Runs a 732, a little bit too quick on that index. Carl Tebb right where he needs to be, 759 on that 750 index, 178. So
Chevy in the east lane, about a month ago. From Edmonton, it is Darrell Webb.
Anytime you see a funny car go through the water and then just stand still, you know you're last Friday, actually last Saturday night. There was a guy there that had 55 Chevrolet, did a quarter mile under power burnout. I mean,
Been a race car at this track. He had all four wheels off the ground, and he was teetering on his rear wheelie bar. Nationals in the Team Ace Racing sponsored Pro Alcohol Funny Car in the Napa lane out of Edmonton. Your defending event champion, Eddie Glazier. And in the Ace Manufacturing lane, the prospector, Jay. Down outside of Lethbridge a couple of days ago, we had funnel clouds reported over the Edmonton area just 2 days ago, so it's been not fun this week.
yeah, well, God loves drag racing. We're going to have a great 3 days. So here we go. How about Eddie Glazier? A 763.5 to a 763.
Aaron, really, it's just one notch under the Pro Modified class.
Pro Modified, you actually see a lot of top sportsman guys go into Pro Modified, a lot of go into Pro Stock. That's kind of about as many cubic inches as you can stuff inside a Dakota over on the other side.
Just over 700 cubies.
Yeah, we're going to find out pretty quick who the top guns are here in the Top Sportsman. First round, one of two you'll see here today. Through a 7.
Editors can do.
Oh, you're going to see a lot of crew chiefs down there because they're trying to learn and trying to make just a very few adjustments as to what can and can't closest that they're going to find to a pro stocker or pro modified. So while they're interested more than anything else in the first 60 feet of the racetrack. Here's John Childs from Anchorage, Alaska. Saw this guy pull in yesterday. I didn't know what was inside, but I happened to look at the license plate and said Alaska. And I said to myself, you know, I'm 53 years old. I believe that was the first Alaskan license plate I ever saw in my life. And I think it was a race car, and it made it even cooler. And look at the race car. How about a supercharged 37 Chevrolet? Of course, this is a cool car.
It is indeed, and the Team Childs, they were down last year. They love coming here to this national event. Of course, they've got their IHRA sanctioned track up in the beautiful state of Alaska, and it's good to have Team John Childs with us once again in 2005. From Regina, Saskatchewan, his first ever visit to Bud Park in the Napa Lane, it's Doug Hesch in a beautiful 94 Camaro.
Usually what Hesch is doing is actually venting a little bit of nitrous through the lines. That's a little, looks like Puff the Magic Camaro there on the Napa side. But take a look at John Childs, the Alaskan roll.
The winner from 2 years ago in the Napa Lane. Roy Lassie from Kelowna, British Columbia, and that's supercharged 88 and probably one of the nicest race teams you could beat. From the head behind the wheel is Kathy Mann, Tom White, and
Here comes Manhattan, and I mean this is an animal Beretta. That's not the only way you can describe it. Buick power, 706 cubic inches worth, and here we go. Make one of those reality TV shows when nitrous goes bad. And folks, you just saw what happens when it backfires through the system. And you talk about some pressure, and you talk about scaring the hell out of anybody within 50, 60 feet of the starting line. Our starter, Gillig, we now know that the Clyde Peak has a vertical leap of about 58 inches.
Testing tuning his Ron Hodge in the sponsor 96 Grand Prix a couple of weeks ago in preparation for this event. Out of St. Albert, it's Pat McNally.
I remember this cameo pickup from last year, 1957, Chevrolet, the 511 cubic inch Chevy from Volkswagen Columbia Rock Murphy.
McNally will be racing in a couple of classes here at the Budwieser Motorsports Park this weekend. I do believe he brought out his altered, and he'll be campaigning that in the hot rod.
off a 7:56 at 180. Well, these boys can do some serious burnouts. My goodness. All right, next pair up and at you. Let's see what we got. One more pair to go, then we'll get to the top dragster. See who has the baddest dragster on the property. But here we go.
In the Napa lane, so the Northern Alberta, Southern Alberta matchup here. Your next pairing, we have Stephen Flash.
First a 7:58, 180 and change. Evers will roar to the number 3. Top dragster qualifying, not bad at all. Well, here comes the top dragster. Won all this deal in 2003. His brother came back, won it in 2004.
Here at Budweiser Motorsports Park, set last year, 6.56 seconds, 212.46 miles an hour. Will it fall in round 1 qualifying?
We need funny car to the safety lanes, please. Funny car. This thing can absolutely scream. Had a lot of problems in the beginning part of the year getting it sorted out, but as all the cobalts did. But if you have been paying attention to IHRA drag racing, come Rockingham, you had cobalts both winning and runner-up there. You've had cobalts setting new world records. These things are fastest so you can possibly do it. And for the first time in the Chevrolet Torco Race Fuels Pro Stocks here at Budweiser Motorsports Park. And I tell you what, everybody you see every crew chief in the world is looking on right now to see, did you make the right clutch call? How much can this racetrack take? Folks, we're about to find out. Stock match races in the country at Bud's Creek about 4 weeks ago. Perennial top 5 qualifier. And right now, folks, perfect conditions for qualifying here at he runs a 6:53.0 at 214 miles an hour. George, you might as well not even say that. You're going to be saying 214 miles an hour, folks. That's another new track record. So Google out and get out in a hurry. And you can attribute a lot of this to this tabletop, this billiard-like table race course that we've got here. These things are just getting to the other end. All right, now, Pete Burner and Tony Gillig. Here we go again. Gillig, right now, as we take a look, the number 5 car in the country, Burner, number 7 in the IHRA Hooters Track Racing Series. Right now, here we go. Edition 2005 Cobalt. He will take on Robert Patrick from Fredericksburg, Virginia. Let's watch. Let's do it. Take a look, 212 miles an hour. There's no limit.
That's right.
Take a choice.
There's no limit. Yeah, no kidding. So Teravaski again, 6:43 is the bump in this opening round of qualifying. Another round of qualifying a little later on tonight.
Takes a long time to stage the car, which shows you that, again, door slammers in 2004. Chrysler Heavies. You can hear the thunder of nitromethane. Nothing else quite like it in the world. Lightweight nitro missiles here at Bud Park.
Than what you see on the board. It gets kind of confusing with the index, but in super stock, you want to go faster than the number posted on the finish line scoreboard. Urkel. Top dragster class, and in super stock. He was a double winner last year, racing in 2 classes of cars. Slade Cummings doing his final qualifying pass in super stock right here. In the Brown Box area, Lance won the season championship here in the mid-1990s. His daughter, Natasha Churchuk, in the Napoli right now. She's got 2 back-to-back. Cal Tev drops down to the number 2 spot. Right now, Brent Harris. Brent Harris out of Edmonton right now to the number 3 position. Brent Harris.
Pickup truck. China in the 94 Camaro. 6:54. Bob Marshall out of Langley, British Columbia, the 2004 Grand Am. All right, here we go. Side by side. Outstanding piece of machinery. We'll take on Dale Giroux, Canyon Creek, Alberta. Like that, he'll do it. Refueled Pro Stock. And you have got two giants right off the bat. Jerry Haas will wheel it up here on the Ace Lane. Haas out of Benton, Missouri, the 58-year-old chassis builder who has been at this deal forever, will take on Elijah Morton, the Rising Storm car. If you have a chance to get into the pit area and look at this car, you really need to do that. As 653, 214.01, those are both brand new Bud Park track records. A little bit better conditions right now. See if they can take a hold of them. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Mountain Motor Pro Stocks of the International Hot Rod Association. Stands on top of the pack of the 653 and change. A little over 214 miles per hour. That may not last long. Here we go. 2005 Cavalier, the Dean's Casing Service. Of course, Dean, go for it. You can see on the side of the car, got the name simply Go For It, and the are owners of that venue right here on the Napa side. Here we go. Pair of Chevrolets. Winner goes into the quarterfinal round here in Corco Race Fuels Pro Stock. The tree bit him right back. He red lights away a 654, 200. Okay, here we go. Rick Jones and John Montecalvo, and what Monty has to do right now is get on his driving game. He's been on again, off again. It may have to do with the learning process of trying to figure out this new Cobalt. But here we go, the pair of Chevrolets in the battle here at the Western IHRA Rocky Mountain Nationals, presented by Corco. The six. Please, Urson Cam's top sportsman, we need you to stage a Chuck DeMore, after coming all the way here from Illinois, car will not start, has a problem. Tony Gillig will advance on to the next round of competition. The Guglielmo name is, it's an Italian name, and you might say, well, that's why they call him Meatball, and actually that's not the reason at all. He said around the shop, everyone looks at him and says, hey, Meatball, get this. Hey, Meatball, go get that. He says, no one has any respect for me. When you look at him, you know, he almost looks like a puppy. I mean, you always want to go up and just give him a hug. He just always got this little grin on us. Good idea, except when he was looking at it, we told him, run the opposite way as fast as you can. You might think, well, why did they re-burn out again? Believe me when I tell you, those tires are still as hot and sticky. Just because they were down for 60 seconds, 90 seconds, makes no difference. They will have plenty of traction. Here we go. Elijah Morton and Frank Guglielmo. Morton lost the stage last year. Guglielmo runs a 650, just shaking their head, walking back to the pits and saying, just what do we have to do? So keep your eyes on Robert Patrick. Let's see if he can put another 640 up on the board. And you might see Patrick experiment. He knows he's got the round one. He knows he's got a combination. This would be a perfect time for him to perhaps play a little clutch game. And maybe even try and squeeze a little bit more out, because he's already got the win if he just stays in bounds. on Roy Lasik or Lazick? Lazick. Good oil sponsored Fireberry.
Sponsored 94 Camaro, your number 6 qualifier. He's dialed in with a 760. 97 and qualified yesterday morning, and that's the number he's sticking with as far as his dial-in time. It's posted on the finish line scoreboard in the Napa lane. Do not go faster than your posted dial-ins. This is still round number 1 eliminations in Top Sportsman. Both drivers free stage. They will inch forward the stage. Tree will count down and away we go. Last call, Mallory. Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. He came here to win this weekend. Childs in the Napa lane. Murphy in the 8th lane. Only one advances. Taking on Bob Marshall from Langley, British Columbia, and that TCS converter sponsored 075 to a 747, about a quarter second head start for Daniluk in the 8th lane. Marshall.
The kid that 6 years ago was driving a forklift at a Kroger warehouse in Memphis, Tennessee. 6 years later, he's won 4 world championships and the winningest car in IHRA Top Fuel history. Ladies and gentlemen, the Werner Nitro Army takes on Louie Allison and the Jack Ostrander Hydrovac Vista Food Exchange Missile. Louie out of Denver, Colorado. Here we go. Porsche row. Now here comes Bob Marshall out of Langley, British Columbia, the TCS Performance Converters Grand Am. He will take on John Genovese from Patricia, Alberta, the Power Tubing Service 94 Daytona. It's like 3 more cars left in Top Sportsman, then we will go into next round here in Porco Race Fuels Pro Stock. Of the game, and here we go on what has turned out to be a great day for racing under quarterfinal round in funny car, quarterfinal round in pro modified. Also this round, we will see your preferences lie here, Canada. How many Ford fans do we have out there here this afternoon? Where are you people at? Make some noise, and here you go. Representing Ford, Tony Gillig, the 35-year-old from Illinois, the Associate Racing 2004 Mustang. Gillig, a guy that spent the latter part of the 90s very successfully in racing an IHRA Pro Stock. She lives out on Long Island, a huge asphalt contractor out in that part of the country, sponsored by Citgo Petroleum. Monticello, excellent first lap. Winner here goes to the semi-final round. He's over on the east side from Maryland, the Budwieser Motorsports Escort. Steve Spees, the Wild Kobo out of Illinois. He'll represent Chevrolet. Winner on this round goes to the championship. Ford, 651. Folks, again, Guglielmo, the reaction time advantage. Another Pro Stock race won by 1/100th of a second difference between winning and losing at the finish line. Incredible. So, Guglielmo will head to the champ at the starting line. Seaman, very, very good tree artist. So here we go. The 98 world champion, that Seaman, takes on the current #1 ranked car in the world in Robert Patrick. Pro Stocks, here's the bud. Comes back and nips him to the top. A 651, 200.
him. A 594 for the Jawbreaker, 230.
Jim Sickles.
This round, if you're not familiar with IHRA drag racing, you have to run the place. Literally, you can meet every driver. Takes a little walking, but hey, what's?
Dennis Radford going at it with that nitrous oxide injected 728 cubic inch Chevrolet, 60 race liquid no program. We are ready to race. Donations so that he could go to the next drag race. Found the sponsor, turned his operation around, but you could see
Queen style of 629. Hoganson gave
watch out. At any given moment, Mike Janis can step up and fight you with monster numbers. These conditions are right for him to lay it out. He's going to have to do it right now. Here we go. The world champion Janis takes on Halsey. Winner goes to the final four.
Halsey again, 617, 224 miles per hour.
Let's talk to Billy Boy here, what he's done. He will take on the New Yorker. Here's Mike Castellana in the Western Beef Supermarket, Raging Bull Camaro. Another great battle. Winner goes to the skies.
He off to round him in as well. Ron Howdy will get the single. His competitor could not make the call for round number one.
They picked them up, put them into jet trucks, and as they say, the rat, you're on your own. Ladies and gentlemen, it's fire time! Here at the Western RV Rocky Mountain Nationals, presented by Corco. At the far, taking a guess, that's exactly what he'll do.
set. A 6:52. parachutes blossom again